This Travian tutorial video was brought to you by TEE. Hello and welcome to step 8. Here we will continue with the warfare, and today I will mainly teach you about the different ways of sending troops. By reinforcing an ally, you send defensive troops to them so that the troops will defend the village in which they are currently stationed. Something critical about this is that the player who receives the reinforcement has to feed them. If you, for instance, were to send 500 men to me, and I only could support 200, then 300 of your soldiers would risk starving to death. Therefore, you must always remember to send crop as well as soldiers. There are two ways of attacking in Travian. The first one is the normal attack. The attacking troops will fight the defending ones until one side is defeated to the very last man. In a raid, however, the attackers will disengage before that happens and focus to steal as much resources as possible. Depending on what you want to do, any of these two ways of attacking might be the best. The last way of sending troops is scouting. This can only be done by scout troops, and instead of fighting, they will steal information about the targeted village. The scouts will always be looking after troops in the village, but you can choose whether they should also be searching for resources or for buildings of defense. As long as at least one scout survives, you will get this information. The only way to stop scouting is having enough own scouts in the village to kill all enemy scouts. If there are no scouts, however, in the scouted village, the player who owns the village won't find out. Therefore, a pro tip is to always have at least one scout in each of your villages, as this will make you know if someone tries to scout you. As well as talking about the 4 ways of sending troops, I wanted to mention that there are different tactics about traps. If you don't want to provoke a second attack, you might want to release the troops. But if you don't fear that, you might keep them either for good or until you have been paid from the enemy, making an extra income. Finally, something important is to know how to count troops in crop. This is done simply by counting how much the troops will eat in 1 hour. A phalanx, for instance, is 1, a pathfinder is 2, a Heduan is 3, and a tree bucket is 6. This is very useful, for instance, during reinforcements when you want to make sure that you have enough crop. And with that, I wish you to like, subscribe, and rage carefully in the comment section. Talon out.